Okay, it's time to do my WEC 31 video. Pretty good card we got here. UFC has given us some good cards. They didn't give us the super card we were kind of hoping for, but still, pretty solid all around. Starting at the bottom, working my way up. First we have Ian McCall versus Charlie Valencia. This was really going to be Dominic Cruz versus Charlie Valencia, and I was picking Dominic Cruz. I'm still picking against Valencia. Of course, I'm picking Ian McCall to probably stop him with strikes on the ground because McCall's a pretty good wrestler. He did very well against Cody Wheeler in his last WEC appearance. Valencia, I still think, is a little weak against wrestlers. I think he just kind of lacks that physical strength you can require and the ability not to get taken down. Alex Carroll versus Ed Ratcliffe. It was a very good fight, and I hope they show it because, I mean, both of these guys have pretty well-rounded skills. There's not a lot of weaknesses in them. It's a very hard fight to call. I see this going to a decision. It could go either way. I really don't know. I'm going to take Ed Ratcliffe by unanimous decision, but this is a very good fight. It's a very close fight. Next up we have John the Natural Alessio versus Todd Moore. I'm taking Alessio via judge's decision. Moore is a very good wrestler, very explosive. He's got a good ground and pound. But Alessio is a UFC quality welterweight. When he's fighting on his game, if he does not come prepared, Todd Moore will pound him out, I think. But training with Extreme Couture now, I think hopefully we'll get the Alessio who's unprepared is hopefully a thing of the past. Brian Baker, Eric Scambari. This is another good match. These two are both undefeated. They're both very good wrestlers. Both have some stand-up. Scambari's better on the ground. Baker's better on the feet. I think Baker has a tendency to get a little tired later in the fight, and I think that may be his doom, and that may be when Scambari, I think, is going to pound him out in the third round when he starts to give up a little bit. Next we have Marcus Loro Galvo versus Brian Bowles. I'm taking Galvo by unanimous decision. He's a very good submission guy, so is Bowles. But I think it's ground more, and he eventually takes the judge's decision. Next up, Jen's Little Evil Pulver versus Cub Swanson. Okay, the battle here basically is Pulver is probably the better stand-up fighter, but Cub Swanson is a beast of a wrestler, and Jens Pulver, I think he will get taken down. I think will get held down. Jens is more at home at featherweight, 145 pounds, and he is a lightweight, 155. But Cub Swanson's just the kind of guy who's going to beat him. He's the kind of bad matchup for Jens Pulver to make his debut, and it's a bit unfortunate that they kind of did that. Doug the Rhino Marshall versus Ariel Gandula. Ariel Gandula is an up-and-coming fighter. He's a pretty good fighter, but it's this fight I think ends quick, first or second round, with a knockout for Doug Marshall. Marshall's got great striking. Well, power-wise, good speed. It's sometimes a little sloppy, but Gandula is a judoka primarily. He has some stand-up, but I just don't see him being able to match hands with him, with Doug Marshall. Jeff the Big Frog Hearn versus Araya Californian Kid Faber for the featherweight title of the WEC. What can I say about this match? Well, Curran is, I think, the number 4 rated featherweight in the world, but nonetheless, I mean, Faber's probably a better wrestler than Curran. Curran might have a slight stand-up advantage, but if it is, it's slight. He also might have a slight BJJ advantage, but I think Faber's just got tremendous cardio. I think he takes Curran down, he holds him down. I don't see him finishing Curran, but I see him taking a unanimous decision after I mean, it's hard to think of a decision in a 5-round fight, but nonetheless, that's what we're kind of looking at. Next up, we have Paulo Fio versus Team Quest member Chael Sonnen. This is a bad matchup for Sonnen. I mean, Sonnen's just basically a wrestler who has been actually getting some stand-up lately, finally, but still, Fio is a better wrestler than Sonnen. He's a much better submission grappler than Sonnen is. Probably taps him out or pounds him out maybe in the first or second round. I'm going to say second round. We give Sonnen a little bit of credit, but yeah, bad matchup for Chael. Fio should remain undefeated, and I don't know if he'll get the kind of competition he needs in WEC, but we'll see. Maybe they'll bring someone in, but he needs to fight top competition, in my opinion. All right, so that's my opinion. Looking at the betting wagers, I don't really see anything that kind of stands out as a good bet. Cub Swanson is an underdog. I mean, that's the one thing, and so is Marcus Galvo. Both of those probably worth some money. If you feel Ed Ratcliffe's going to win, like I do, against Alex Karalexis, he's getting some pretty dingy odds. He might be worth putting some money on. That's my betting opinion. That's my opinion on the picks. See you guys when I do my UFC 79 video, which probably will be next week because this week is exam week. Anyways, rate, comment, subscribe, and